All right. Thank you guys for waiting. I know it's been a little wait. Been a lot of players coming in, ripping boxes of OP11. But without further ado, we are about to start off locals here. Kind of short staffed too, so might be running around everywhere. Um, yeah. So starting off locals. So round one, we have Izzy, who's Nami player 69, and NRG Astro X. So did ask both players what they are using, and we do have Izzy using a Nell, which is very different than what she normally plays, and NRG Astro on GP Luffy. Today is locals, Adam. We are doing locals today. People are allowed to buy boxes here today, though, so people have been ripping. I already seen a Snake Man manga Luffy ripped, bunch of UP Luffy leader cards, like Gear 2 manga event card. People pulling the gas over here today. Is he not playing Nami is exactly what I said. 1 second. All right, I am back. Had to start the timer for the store, letting the players get ready, and then we will fire off the timer for top table here. Kobe, oh dude, I haven't seen much. I've seen a lot of secret Kobe's pulled, no alts yet, but I, you already know, Adam. I'm gonna have that built. Get some videos on that deck as well. So Izzy won, chose to go second here, which is a good choice, taking that, curve away from GP of being able to do Sanji Pudding ability and then playing out like a Zorodoro search card here. So Astro here choosing to mulligan here. So more than likely didn't find any search cards. You typically want to find, that one cost event. Search top 3, 4, Straw Hat, Heart Pirates, Kid Pirates, Nami Searcher. Search out any, Straw Hat type card, not locked to color. Obviously, he wants a Sanji Pudding. That's exactly what you want to find. Is he choosing the mulligan as well? And no, not sure. I haven't really touched the Nell since like 2, 3 sets, so not sure what they want to find. Obviously, they want to find their top end, maybe some early on stuff as well, depending on the build she's on. Oh, yeah, definitely send that over to me, Adam. I will dabble with Kobe. You already know I got to mess with the black leader this set. I have not ripped yet. I do have a case lined up, so I'm kind of, holding off on buying any product here today. so, so firing off the timer for top table. So here we do see the one cost Nami here, searching for Straw Hats. More than likely, again, looking for Sanji and Pudding if he does not have it. Grabs a Sanji. We do see that Secret Rush Luffy, a Gamma Knife, which is not searchable off the Nami. Secret Luffy obviously is the usual win con for a GP Luffy here. Sending 2 Don back, restanding, taking a life, get another swing in. So we do see a Share Hoshi blocker, which is a typical turn 1 play for, and now get the blocker up. Cannot be KO'd. If it does, you do get the life. GP Luffy does have access to that Roronoa Zoro that will rest a character. So that kind of gets around that Share Hoshi blocker. And we do see this one cost event, find the Zorodoro, so it gives him another search next turn if he absolutely needs it. The stage is also another card to dig a little deeper into the deck as well. Is he countering out of a 2K? Typically I've seen a Nels kind of take that first life just to kind of see maybe they get a trigger body out. Kind of playing it on the safe side here. I know there's definitely a lot of leaders. I do want to get my hands on the UP Luffy and the Nami as well. Kobe, of course. Katakuri I do want to dabble with here as well. So we do see Enel swinging 5 into the GP Luffy. They take it. Again, GP is one of those decks where they more than likely take the life, kind of find something else. But if Izzy also sees Gadatsu next turn, it plays around being able to pop that Zoro as well. If they got single ones. I can see if they have some later. See if they'll let me rip a pack on stream, Chris. Yeah, we're seeing another GP. I think there's a couple. I've seen a lot of people running GP a lot lately here. And soon to be that UP Luffy. Oh, and here's that Sanji Pudding play. So definitely that's what they want to establish. Leaders of 6K, getting a search off, finding that Gum Gum Giant, which is good that it's searchable. Getting a 7K swing in here, and now takes it. No trigger as well, which is kind of unfortunate there. Jinbei would be interesting, although I do see a lot of that support just going into R-Long. Oh, so we do see the Nico Robin ability pops off, trashing a 2K Sanji blocker here. Izzy forgets that Luffy did proc leader ability to be a 6K leader, so that Frankie swing will not go through there. Which kind of puts this Frankie in a little bit of a vulnerable spot since now it is rested. Astro will be able to swing into it and clear the body if he wants to take that pressure away. So we do see the buff with the stage there, which is good because it protects it from a potential Nami off a life here. So Izzy won't be able to proc the Egghead Nami if it is in life. If he has another Sanji Pudding, which is the most ideal play, he'd be set. But we do see Zoro more than likely trying to find that second Sanji Pudding. There it is. Exactly what he needs. He's going to have to wait another turn to do so, but finding this Sanji Pudding will be able to use leader ability and stick neutral with Don, which is what you want to do as GP Luffy here. Oop. Astro procting leader ability here. Going to restand the 2. Sanji Pudding going to give him one more. Still has access to another Zoro if he wanted to dig deep one more time. We do see a 6K swing here to Enel. Takes it no trigger once again. I know a lot of lists have been kind of going away from using trigger bodies. More top end, obviously, since you do have that 10 cost Enel from EBO2. We do see the ace in her hand as well. And here's that Zoro that we talked about potentially coming out on the field here. Waited till after the swing because you don't know if Izzy would have triggered out Egghead Nami or potential Luffy, which I know some lists are still running, more than likely not. Could have popped a Zoro. So I believe currently I think she's at 8 Don. So it has 2 aces in hand. We does have we do see that Egghead Nami in hand as well. Durashi, which is an event that is able to find 2 triggers in the deck as well. It's there to find your pieces. However, again, a lot of the top end isn't triggerable, so you do have the chance of bottom decking your top end that you do want to find in this matchup. You play Arlong as well. I actually just, we do see a 6K swing here. We do see a counter from Astro, pitching that Nico Robin blocker there. Did record a Treasure Cup winning list that is uploaded onto the YouTube channel. Chunk, local player here, did cook with the list. But sometimes playing road decks is fun, Titan. Definitely a good time to play something that you don't really see that often here. And we do see Izzy here pressuring Astro, trying to swing at life here, and he is protecting life as much as possible. So we do see the Egghead Nami hit the field, pitching an O Nami, more than likely gonna pop the only Zoro Joro that is able to be popped. Since she has more than 3 cards in hand, is not going to be able to get a draw. So yeah, so Izzy misread that. Attempted to draw, thought she was able to draw on pop, but unfortunately, yes, it has to be on 3 cards in hand. So very unfortunate that it looks like Izzy hasn't been able to find Katakuri or a Yamato. Has more of her 10 cost top end. So we do see a Shirahoshi block there, getting rid of that first 6K swing, which should indicate that really there is no counter in hand here. Oh, Astro flooding the board. Luffy Taro to Sanji Pudding. Best thing, best combo he could do here. Does get a draw off that Sanji Pudding since he is less Don than Nami player 69 here. And is going to proc leader ability, which is, again, going to keep him neutral since the Sanji Puddings will bring back both Don. So right back up to 4 Don compared to 3 when just having 1 Sanji Pudding. And continuing pressure on the Anel here. We do see first trigger there, and it's a Darashi, which is going to draw 1 card here. And we do see that Rush Anel. And we do see the Electrical Luna here as well, which is a good stall tactic for GP here. So at best, if she's going to play one of these 10 drop bodies, more than likely probably best thing to do is maybe establish the ace. She does have 2 of them. Is still going to have rush heal automatically. And now, forces her to pitch a card from hand. And if able to, going to want to clear out some of this pressure on Astro's side of the field, which really, only thing that can really be swung into right now is the Zoro Joro. We do know he does have access to Gum Gum Giant as well with 1 Don up, so may potentially try to save it and attempt to go lethal next turn with the board that he has, or at least put pressure. Looks like Izzy might be contemplating that kid as well in hand. Nope, all 10 Don getting tapped. And again, has 2 choices. Oh, and opts to do the Anel, which is going to attack, trash a card, and heal as well if chooses so. Rarely play UP? Oh, you rarely play meta. So you really do just play the UP is going to be a very interesting deck. I'm really interested to see how we play it out here in the States, especially since we do have access to those new starter decks as well. So very excited to see how our meta is completely different than the East. So we do see 5 cards in Izzy's hands, what Astro is asking here. Again, still has 4 potential swings, 6 if he does use that secret Luffy as well, if he has it in his hand also. So also GP's sticking around a lot in the East as well, so we'll see how it plays out over here in the West. So 7K swing does trigger off. We do see an Onami. Could pop that other Sanji Pudding, and is going to pop it. Taking 1 swing away. Very unfortunate. Did not buff with the stage. He did have access to it prior to swinging, so very important to use that stage when you do have it. I have lost games to it as well. And here is the secret Luffy here. So he's going to use the leader ability, restand the 2, and it's only going to get 1 Don since now he only has 1 Sanji Pudding. And again, might possibly consider trying to go lethal here. So he's going to swing 7 here. Izzy is going to take it, maybe another trigger, Beji. So no trigger, a null ability is going to proc, is going to go and heal. She still needs to trash a card. He is. So we do see an AK swing, maybe zero cost event. Oh, I called it zero cost event from live. So we are going to see Anel get one more chance here, but is going to take another card from hand here. And we do see both categories leave. And again, Astro still has access to the Secret Luffy double swing here. She has taken all the swings this turn, so potentially shows you that she has no counter here. So depends on how safe Astro wants to play it. Potentially might want to try because, oh, well, I don't know. That's the risk there because if she makes it to next turn, is going to be able to play out the ace heal and potentially, I think, heal again with the Anel. Yep, and we do see the 9K swing here, restanding it, sending to an active Dawn back. No trigger once again. Oh, very unfortunate there for Izzy. Nothing but bricks coming out of life there. So Astro is taking our round one here. GP is going to go on to the next round. Takes out the Anel. Maybe she should have played Nami. Nami player 69. Still a good showing. I believe this is probably her first time piloting the deck, and I think she played it very well there. Just some slight misplays. Different style of gameplay than Nami player 69 is used to. And looks like we have 14 minutes left into the round before overtime. Let's see how many players are. Well, we still got a lot of people going. Oof. So it looks like we have 32 people here for locals today. So that definitely everyone came out to come and rip OP11 here today at the shop. It's a pretty hot GP player, huh? I know he is, I believe, one of the sponsored NRG players, so did bless us with his presence here at the Abode today. I haven't really seen him around too often other than big events. Let's see here. Chris, you gonna be opening up some 11? You got a case lined up? What do you got? You got a couple boxes? What you got coming, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm hoping I can pull, hopefully, some of the leaders. Obviously, I got a case, so hopefully I don't get doubles of leaders or not. What's up, Papas? You want to sit down? Yeah. And we do got my other half from SGTCG here. We got Simone.
Monster right here. Freaky, yeah.
And we got Hart as well. We got Chris always supports, dog.
He's the,
Wasn't he cooking this weekend in the online?
I don't know.
How'd you finish in the online?
how'd you do, Hydro Gunner?
Chris, how'd you do on the online tournament? Hart's asking here. Oh, he 59th. Oh, I think I did that. X3 with Blackbeard. He faced 7 GPs. I did ask him about it.
That's right. You told me about that.
I did. I remember I talked to him.
Bro, I played one mirror.
One mirror?
Yeah, I played GP. I played one mirror. I played one shank. No, I did not play any shanks. I played one Lucci.
Oh, yeah.
I had the weirdest matchups.
Well,
I
for
played- I
a
first
Blackbeard.
Lim, and now, and something else, and I just quit. Like, I went X3 and I said,
He said, I'm done.
I played a
Lim?
Lim. One, I lost.
Yeah, I got cooked.
Turn, I passed. I was at 2 life, 6K leader, 0 counter in my hand. He just killed me.
Full screen of
Yeah,
cuties. What's
that's
up,
insane.
Andrew? Welcome, sir. 59th X3 against 7 GPs. It's pretty good. How many of the GPs did you lose to, Chris? That's a good question there. That's what I want to know. There you go, sir.
You got Knight's invite from that? Damn, it dropped down to 59?
Hey. That means a lot of people
Because
got
it's
that.
top 16, right?
I think was it 16 for that one for invites or 32?
For what?
That regional.
Invites for the regional.
32. If it's 1,000 players,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
All
got
right.
his
Players is
invite.
top 32. Yeah, it passes down.
That's
People
crazy.
have it,
Yeah.
it passes down.
Two
Damn.
GPs.
That many
so
people are. Well, I guess we're
That's
already
not
halfway
bad. Out
through
of
the
7 GPs, you only lost to
And
2.
like, there's store regionals.
Year. Ah,
So store regionals,
Yeah.
people like I have my invite off the store regional.
So you're chilling now, you know.
Yeah, last time I had the LCQ.
Oh yeah, that's right.
right.
Then I went X1 and I got 9th place, no series. I was like, oh my god, this is
Damn.
At least you got all the other winner cards, huh? Oh no, you didn't get top 8.
No, I didn't get top 8, bro. I was like,
That's
so
unfortunate.
Nami that I was gonna win the game except for he played Russian stop and milk like 7.
What the?
Because I had a hand of no counters. It was actually funny. Like I wasn't even that mad about it. I was like, damn, bro. He ended up going X1 also in the tournament. So he made it to nets.
He made
That's
the next
crazy.
invite too.
A rush Usopp.
Hey, that card catches a lot of people off guard. No one expects Rush Usopp anymore.
somebody was taking that into Sakazuki. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Andrew teched it in.
Andrew put that in. Boring Peanut. Yeah, that's who put it up.
One in every like 35 games you get to play it, and it doesn't work.
That was insane.
Hey dog, it was GP versus an L. GP took it. It was more of a Enel.
Player 69 was playing.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
off Nami for once.
I've never seen him not win Nami.
It was unfortunate though. It was like she just kept drawing into all top end, no counter, and it was she just kind of had to take all the bombardment of the swings coming through.
That good
Yeah.
old Shanks curse.
They have like Russian.
Yeah,
Like unless you like are like know what you're doing with the L, like it's probably like a challenging matchup.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know how to play yellow.
I mean,
Isn't it just triggers? Just
you.
like the guy in the Japan nets where he was like hoping for or that was
trigger.
Worlds. Never mind, the Worlds a no player where he's sitting there hoping for a trigger.
Hey dog, it's what you need sometimes.
0 cost, last life.
We do.
Disheartening.
That's how Kuma won a regional, or I think it was a treasure cup. It was a null ability, 0 cost ability, so he healed twice, and the dude tried to judge call him on it, but it's like,
Just because it happened to be a 0 cost.
Yeah.
well, because they didn't know, yeah.
He
So
double
last life
healed.
was 0 cost, so a null, and then that heals twice.
Judge called him, he got him like double healed, like cheating.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. Oh, because he had no cards in hand either. So obviously you heal. The thing is you trash to heal.
Afterwards.
Yeah, so he healed twice without any cards, and he's like, well, what the fuck? So that's just the luck of the deck, huh? 7 rounds still going. Or 7
Some people still playing.
7 games waiting on here.
So is mine. It's pretty brutal. Oh boy.
Like, yeah,
You played a Reiju?
I just played versus Raging. You know how to play.
Oh.
He didn't transfer a single unit.
Oh.
He didn't draw any cards either. Like,
Very nice. Very nice.
And you just let it happen.
well, I went first, and then I played Sanji Pudding, and the next turn I played Sanji Pudding Russian.
Today there is
Horrible.
32 people today. No buys, so it's been a minute. Usually we've been averaging like 25, so there's more people in here today, specifically just to come rip OP11. I did see a
Called being
little.
a good yellow player, you disgust me.
Oh, we got Andrew.
You disgust me. Absolutely disgusting.
Hey, dog. That's the yellow player of our group right there.
Disgusting.
He's on Vegapunk too recently.
Vegapunk's a funny deck.
Vegapunk's.
It's a hard deck to play because every turn you have to think about if you want to swing or not. And
Yeah.
if you want to starve them or not, and you're sitting there just hating life, and then they're playing 4 bodies.
And then you're getting bombarded.
And then they're putting an event into life so they could play 2 bodies when you swing at them.
Oh, the fucking Vegapunk blocker. It's nasty. Kuma. Speaking of Kuma again, he took me out one time. I was like, God damn it, I can't do nothing here.
Yeah, Vegapunk is once it gets going, it's
It's
a
a bad
train you
time.
can't stop.
But yeah, Polaroid, there is 32 people here today at the shop. So it's gonna be a long one today. And we still have 6 minutes before overtime, so definitely gotta watch the time here. For those of you in the chat, what are you guys trying to play? For OP11, we did see a lot of UP purple or UP Luffy's. What are you gonna play? Are
What
you
am
still
I
gonna be
gonna
on
play?
Lucci?
I'm a black deck at heart, but probably I'll probably mess with Lucci, and then if I could get the cats for UP Luffy, I'll probably do that.
Okay.
I'll probably do UP Luffy regardless,
Just to dabble in it.
just to see, but I can't afford those Bon Clays, man. Those Bon Clays are like my mortgage.
You
It's
could
like,
do
fuck.
Eins. Eins are a good substitute.
Yeah.
It's no counter and arrested
So,
Don.
yeah, no, it's horrible. So I mean, I'll probably still mess with it. I'm sure there's gonna be decks out there without not using those, because not everybody has.
Yeah, the world government
Bon
definitely
Clays.
knows, Chris. He was telling me he was kind of checked out. It was just a lot of Shanks that day, and Shanks is a bad matchup for Vegapunk, from what he told me. But Lucci still stands a chance in this OP11 meta, from what I've seen.
Well, Lucci's supposed to be really good against UP Luffy, so
Yeah.
so I'll probably just stick with that. I still have everything. I have the 10 cost Kuzans hidden somewhere.
Kuzan in your bulk stacks.
It's just my closet. You open my closet, it just explodes with cards.
Oh
You're
my
just
God.
like, it's somewhere in there.
You're gonna pop out and find it.
Yeah, so I'll probably still play Lucci. How about you? What are you playing?
I don't know. Try to make Blackbeard work, but we know that's gonna be a pain in the head. Probably dabble in blue purple, Luffy as well. I have GP built, so we'll see how it goes. I do want to try Kobe. If Adam sends me this list,
Kobe.
try out Kobe. Probably just get swept at locals, but have fun doing it. And that's what I'm gonna dabble with for sure.
Kobe's a cool deck.
Let's see here.
4 more minutes.
Oh,
Why does it
oh.
sound like there's a kid somewhere?
There is.
There's a child here?
There's a child. Yeah,
Oh, there's
somewhere at the front.
I'm like, what the, is that Hart over there yelling?
Oh, jeez. I'm down to test Hydro, Chris. You just gotta let me know.
But Lucci?
I just gotta build the decks, and that's what I've been procrastinating on.
I played Lucci most of this set.
No, me, because I've been talking about building Lucci again.
Oh,
I dismantled it, sold it.
dude, it's not worth, bro.
Well, I have all the
It's not worth.
I have all the base rarity shit, so I could just put it back together. It's just a matter of, do I want to bring that back into my life again?
Dude, Lucci, it's a great deck, but oh man, party fouls. It's a great deck, but you just sit there and do math all day and just hate your life when you don't get your cards. You have 2Ks in your whole deck.
Hey, dog. That's where you'll be able to grab whatever black card you want out of the trash.
Yeah, great. A 7-cost Rebecca. 'Cause I'm not grabbing anything else.
You can grab the 10 cost Kuzan once you mill it off
Yeah,
leader
great.
ability.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait on KO. Nobody's swinging at that teach. That thing's just gonna sit in the trash.
It's gonna be stunned by Carrot.
It's just gonna sit there rested for the whole game.
What are you gonna 2 out of the starter deck, Chris? Because I think the Devon's probably like one of the teams I'm gonna yank out of there. The Kuzan, I'm not too sure of. It sounds great in theory. I just feel like it just takes too much. And then you're gonna bring back another Kuzan, and then potentially, you lose out of Kuzan. Pizarro, what's up, Johnny?
I can't see from some of these chords.
I know. I've been trying to figure that part out.
I got it. Perfect.
Yeah. Pizarro, I don't know, man. It'll get one big swing in, and that's about it.
What's Pizarro?
I'm about to show you. Let's see if they
It's a
have
leader?
it. No, it's gonna be here. So it's an activate main. You may rest one of your full lead cards, and then this character gains plus 4,000, and then on KO draw one. So it'll be like an aggressive swing play in, and then they're gonna want to get rid of it.
It's a 5K swinger.
Yeah,
Well, that you're resting. You're not searching.
yeah. You're not gonna do your stage. That's the only drawback to it.
It's a 1K.
It's a 1K as
That
well.
card sucks.
Hey,
Why are you
Let-
trying to sell it like that's a good card?
let Johnny cook, dog. He said
Am I
trust.
tripping, or is that card not just bad?
I wouldn't run it personally,
What
but
the-
Kuzan makes sense in a Turbo Burgess build. Play for the event removal. I guess that's the list that you take. You don't run a standard teacher list, then you're right. Oh, we got about a minute before overtime, so gotta see. So we got two games left still. So here, I'm gonna leave stream with you, and I'm gonna go check end the time round procedures.
All right, time to get freaky. What are y'all up to? What's everybody doing right now? What are y'all at the house? Y'all gooning? What y'all doing? Anything fun? You guys want to see what I'm playing today? And I got absolutely cooked round one. If I could find it. Deck list? Question mark? It's not a worthy deck list. Ever. It's not. But this is what we're playing today, boys. Good old ace, baby. Good old ace. Got cooked though. Hell no.
Huh?
Hell no. I got cooked by Yellow Kid.
Oh.
I couldn't get my. I really needed my Flame Emperor, and I could have pushed for game a little bit faster, and I could have KO'd the big bodies, but I couldn't find them. It's a little unfortunate.
All right.
Oh man, you guys are gonna have pretty hands on stream. The best hands in One Piece, and in Chicago. Don't tell them I told you that. I want to see who I'm paired up against. Hit what, this? Push notifications. Where am I? Table 15. Alright, we could go, ew your face. Bring back the Kuro. So I've been sitting at home and playing Kuro at, on the sim. I've been messing with Kuro. Maybe I'll bring him next week for fun. But everybody's gonna have UP Luffy, and I think that's gonna get cooked by then. But I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll come back after my round if I'm not upset. I need to go to my round, dude. Huh? I gotta go to my round.
Okay, I am back. Pushed around, setting up top table here. So we are going to have Hart here in round two facing DJ Arctic Pirates, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so we are going to see a Vegapunk versus a GP Luffy here. Pirates. All right, so let's see here. All right, so kicking it over to the players here. So we do have Hart and DJ Arctic Pirate. Both players did qualify last league here. So Hart is going to be the choosing player here. Chooses to go second, which is interesting. Obviously, DJ Arctic Pirate is going to want to, go first to be able to establish a body right away on his turn one here. and start putting a lot of pressure on GP here. So obviously now, since EB, Vegapunk does have access to that new blocker Vegapunk, which is able to search top 5, play out his scientist type card onto the field. Gee, preying on the man's downfall, John, is crazy. So letting the players get ready out on the floor. Gotta restart this timer. Hart deciding whether he wants to mulligan the hand or not. You never know, Johnny. Maybe Hart pulls it. He decides to keep it. Give me a second here. All right. So DJ is turn 1 player here. Is gonna go first. Decides to keep his hand. Almost started without it here. So turn 1 play might be Atlas is the most ideal play, since it will not be able to be KO'd in battle. So even if Hart tries to get rid of it, will not be able to get rid of it. Oh, and decides to go Vegapunk here. So since I believe Hart doesn't have, here, let me see. So I know it does have a requirement, and he does find the Atlas, which is what you want to find early on, since it is going to stick here. So is going to have to trash, since Hart does not have 2 or less characters on the field. So if Hart had 3, would keep his hand, but obviously in this moment does not. So is going to have to pitch to be able to play it. Hart starting off with stage here. We do see Gamma Knife, which could be beneficial in removal. So we do see double stage, specifically to just kind of dig deeper into the deck. Want to find that Sanji Pudding, if able to. So very interested to see. Well, we do see the 6-cost Luffy in hand there. So 8K swing to lead off Atlas, and then more than likely going to play out another body here, which isn't established to live, to look at top 5 for an Egghead type card here. And this is where the aggressive style is going to be coming here. And we do see an S-Snake. So S-Snake on play will be able to stun, I believe, a 6-cost or less, as long as it's not Luffy. So now Hart knows that DJ does have access to a stun card here. So 4 Dawn turn, tapping 4, maybe a Zoro search here. Yep, Zoro is going to look for a purple straw hat type card here. And I believe I just saw Sanji Pudding. Yep, so if that is the Sanji Pudding, more than likely going to grab it, so next turn we'll be able to establish the Sanji Pudding and start doing leader ability, getting himself up to a 6K lead. Also, if Hart takes 1 more life here, this Atlas's ability to not be able to KO is going to be nullified, since they will be at equal life. So Atlas is only good for that ability while you are under life, which Vegapunk is very easy to reach that threshold here. So DJ asking if he used stage ability here, so might be opting to try to do a Nami pop here to get rid of the Zoro. You want to take as much pressure away that GP will do, if that is what he's opting to do here. So you do see a 6K swing the leader, and then there's that Usahachi from OP05, when attacking will rest. So different techs in the GP that we've been seeing a lot of lately here. So here we go, DJ digging once again with the Lilith here, looking for another Egghead type card, and still has 1 Dawn up to be able to use leader ability to flood the board with one more body if you wanted to here. So Hart's in a pretty rough spot at this point, with DJ going as wide as he is going here. However, the only thing with Vegapunk is it does go low in hand size with being able to flood as fast as it is. And we do see the Vegapunk blocker being searched out with this Lilith here. So we do see the stun on the Zorodro, so now Hart will be unable to swing with it. So being able to apply pressure on this Atlas or the Lilith here. So more than likely going to do the Sanji pudding here to be able to get himself up to a 6K lead and start establishing some type of pressure here. So there we go. Leader ability proc is going to do the stage to protect the Sanji pudding. So again, DJ does have access to the Egghead Nami, which can pop a 5 cost or less. So very important that you do buff the Sanji pudding with the stage here. Forward on left. Could decide to swing big into one of these characters. Is going to just swing 6 here. I know Vegapunk doesn't run many 2Ks. I know a lot of 1Ks. Might be giving up the blocker here. Oh, decides to let it go. And Art has a decision here whether to, looks like forward on. Probably going to pass here. I don't see, unless he wants to establish an Usahachi, which isn't worth it this early on. Does have access to Radio Knife. I do know Hart does utilize Radio Knife in the deck, so if he has it, will be able to pop a body. But looks like it was Electric Luna, so Electric Luna will at least stun the Atlas for 1 turn. DJ still does have 2 other swings on the field, being S-Snake and the Lilith. So Hart was contemplating whether to be able to at least stun a swing this turn here. So again, could potentially choose to pop the Zorodro if DJ has the Egghead Nami. We do know he has another Vegapunk blocker, so not sure what else he has access to in his hand currently. I will say establishing that blocker is not the ideal move, since you're gonna remove one of the characters on your side of the field and much less pitch 1 more card, since Hart is currently at 2. So is going for an 8K swing with the Lilith here. Might do another 8K swing with the S-Snake and maybe establish another body with ability here off his leader. Yep, and we do see a 9K swing at leader here. Oh, it's considering to do 10 instead, so Hart in a really, really rough situation here. And here's that Nami here. So pops the Zorodro. At best, Hart just has this Sanji pudding. Has to try to play on the defense here. However, if he wants to try to remove board, he still has this Vegapunk blocker still on the field as well. Two life is he could try to just, I don't know, it's a pretty rough spot here, to be honest. Could just try to go lethal with a secret Luffy, but you never know if you could trigger out a blocker. So we do see a 7K at the Lilith here, attempting to remove, again, the pressure on DJ's side of the field here. We do see Sanji putting here and is going to use leader ability and will be able to get back a total of 4 Dons since he does have both Sanji puddings here. Heart's going to have to see. I'm not sure if he has a giant in hand, but oh, looks like he's got a Zorodro, so might attempt to find a Gum Gum Giant. Oh, DJ does have a decent hand size here as well. So we are seeing the Zorodro search, more than likely attempting to find a Gum Gum Giant, but finds an Usahachi, which is at least a 2K here. 2 Don up. Heart's going to have to try to get past this turn here. 10 cards in hand currently right now as well, so DJ's in a spot where he's just going to have to go lethal this turn. And has a decent amount of swings to do so as well. 2 of that require no Don as well. So DJ contemplating what to do or how to go about the lethal swing here. Not sure if he's just going to go for it, maybe establish a body. Is doing 8K swing to lead, which is a great number. You're going to ask for 2 cards out of hand from Heart right away, which we do know he did just search a 2K Usahachi. And here comes the first Gum Gum Giant to filter out the hand here. Find any type of counter able to, more than likely, hopefully another Gum Gum Giant as well. And we do see a Nico Robin blocker as well. Could use it to try and stabilize next turn. I know the only rush card that Vegapunks have been running are the Ace, Rush Ace from the starter decks, and he has been at 2 life this whole time. So another 8K swing, ends up using double 2K there. We know he did have that Nico Robin, but might be keeping it if he is able to last this turn. We'll have at least a chump block for the next one. And might be going for another 8K here, or 9K. Does have the other giant to be able to get out of that swing. Since leader is at a 10K or 6K is going to be able to get to 10 and get out of that swing. Vegapunk, 1 Don left, is more than likely going to establish 1 more body. Yeah, Vegapunk still at his original 2 life. And opts to establish that blocker Vegapunk here, which is going to be able to look at top 5 for a Scientist card and will not pitch a card since Heart is at 3 characters. Also, good thing is replacing that Nami is going to essentially save a swing for next turn and allowing DJ to cycle out his hand as well to be able to find some other counter here. And I believe he pitched a Pythagoras and a Jirachi as well. So he's going to go for leader here. So it's going 6K. Counters out at 2K there. Heart does have that secret rush Luffy, so might just attempt to go lethal. Has potential 5 swings here if he decides to try. Again, DJ does have both Vegapunk blockers as well. Oh, and he's going to go digging here. Heart does also have the Nico Robin blocker too, so we'll be able to block her up if he's at least able to take some of this pressure off the field. Wonder if he's got radio knife in hand. $7K to leader. Another 7K as well. Again, he still has the other Vegapunk as well. Very surprised the DJ's not letting the swing go through as well, because could trigger out a potential Shaka blocker or different egghead type card here. And Quasar is a great card, which is going to allow him to play out an egghead type card from the trash. And there is the Shaka. Shaka hitting the field. So is going to Electric Luna to stun the S-Snake and the Atlas. And again, still has 2 swings left, since the Shaka and the Edison just came in from last turn here. Is opting to go 7K to leader here, probably trying to bait out the last Vegapunk blocker, which does so. If Hart is able to get past this turn here, could potentially attempt to go lethal next turn. Buffs up that Nico Robin, gets it from a 3 to a 5, getting it out of range for the Egghead Luffy, but it's still in range for the Egghead Nami. So if DJ finds that Egghead Nami, can pop that Robin there and just attempt to go lethal. And does have the Nami. And Hart is digging top 3 for a Straw Hat type card. Finds a 2K Sanji blocker. Very unfortunate that the Nami was in hand there. Eight cards in hand. He's going to attempt to go lethal here with the Edison and Shaka here. I'm not sure if Hart has that third giant there. One Dawn up was a potential if he didn't have it, to find it off of the Nico Robin. And DJ contemplating how to go about the swings here. Might also have a rush ace again, as we did talk about, to give himself at least one more swing, but potentially just dawning up is a good option here as well. Yep. 8 into Zoro. So attempting to clear board here. Might use leader ability to at least establish something in life to buy one more turn before he goes lethal here. Hart considering whether or not he should protect the Zoro. Other than this, DJ would have one more swing, that being the Shaka. And that's if he attempts to go lethal here. 6 Dawn left also, so could potentially Shaka. Establish one more Shaka and then use the ability to establish one in life. So we do see him protecting that Zoro with a 0 cost in hand there. And now again, DJ has to think about whether to go all in or, again, more than likely establish one more blocker and one in life, which could be just another blocker, giving himself 3 blocks next turn. Oh, tap in 5 for the Sanji, which is a different type of blocker, which is going to draw to and trash 1, so it's a good hand filter as well. 1 down up as well. Oh, that's right. Cannot use leader ability since he did establish the Nami last turn. So this is a potential lethal turn here for Hart. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 6 Don. Could establish the secret Luffy. Use leader ability, restand forward on, and then give himself 6 potential swings to try to go lethal here. DJ has 2 blockers up. This Electric Luna's just been buying hearts a couple turns. And this is a very tough turn here for Hart because this is pretty much going to determine the game here. Starting off with a 6K swing to leader, gives up 2 1Ks as well. So not sure how many other cards are in hand for DJ. And here comes the secret Luffy here. So it is going to restand to Sanji Pudding, giving him back 4. And could go going 6K to leader here. I believe no cards in hand, so is either going to have to rely off the blocker. Let's see what TJ gets out of life here. If it's another Quasar, it is disgusting. No trigger out of life. Or is there a trigger? 7K to leader, Sanji blocker. Another 7 is going to be Shaka. Oof, radio knife. And then a 7K to leader. Hart taking the win right there. So Hart did reveal he did have 1 more giant. Ooh, that was a sweat fest. So very, very sweat match right there. Giant gotta go. I don't know, Chris. Actually, it does give Straw Hat Tide Purple leaders another edge in the game. Obviously, we do got that UP Luffy as well, which is gonna use and abuse it also. Very, very interesting way to do it too. Robin? I think Robin can use it, no? Or is she Baroque works? It's a Straw Hat crew. You could use it, it's just gonna put you back what you wanna do. There is that. Definitely a very good game on Hart's part. I was expecting maybe giving himself 6 swings. Radio Knife definitely was good to use. I forget Radio Knife is in the deck as well. Definitely got to throw that into my GP deck when I try it at locals. Yeah, I know it typically wants to just rush the big bodies and just put pressure, right? I didn't use Giants in mine. I kind of used more of like a play with life and the triggers using the new gates, but this is before all the new stuff was added. Hart stating he was very scared in the matchup. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pairs still going. 6 minutes left in the round. Oh man, a bunch of 6s. All right. I really can't wait for OP11 cards starting next week, I believe. So that's going to be very interesting to see. I'm sure they're gonna bring more support for the deck eventually, Chris. It's just gonna take like 3 to 4 sets because that's what they do. Maybe 5, 6 sets. Don't count them out. um, all right. So we got 5 minutes left in the round still. Bunch of people. Oh, well, I guess while we're waiting, June 8th, there is going to be a case tournament here at the Abode for OP11, and it is going to be OP11 legal as well. So definitely, if you want to come win some OP11 product and a case, potential case, I believe last time was like 6 boxes to the winner, definitely come out, play. It's going to be a lot of good practice as well. You're going to be coming for the case tournament?
What happened over here?
Heart won.
Oh, and next month?
Yeah, June 8th.
Yeah, I'll probably come.
So June 8th is the
I need to
next
make
case
it to one of
tournament.
those. I haven't been to one of those since they had it in Rosemont.
It's actually a very interesting matchup. Hart looked like he was in a it looked like very one-sided, and Hart was able to come back from
What
a
was the
Vegapunk.
matchup?
Vegapunk versus GP. So was able to filter out and find those pieces that he needed with the Gum Gum Giant.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I won my first match.
With Ace?
Yeah.
There you go.
All
What'd you
those
face?
Carrot. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna lose for the longest time.
I had my hand in the beginning of the game when I Luna.
Yeah.
I Lunaed 1 unit, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a 2K in hand and that was it.
Yeah, I saw. That's why I was
So,
like, shit.
I didn't know if you could see my hand, so I was like, oh yeah, what the hell? My life was 6 drops, 6 dropped, and Luffy Taro. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? And I drew the third 6 drop on my second turn. I'm like, dude, I really need like cards that do something. Like, counter right now. I was super scared for a little while.
Yeah, I was looking at him like, holy fuck, and then he's just going wide, and I don't know, man. I was like, this is about to be a rough time for Hart.
That's wild.
I had to use a Luna because I was like, well, I was just telling him I didn't expect him to let the Lilith, I swung 6 against Lilith.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would let it die. I thought he would block.
I thought he was gonna give up the Vega blocker and then still just pressure you the next turn after.
That's I was like, damn, do I still have to use this Luna for 1 unit? I'm like, yeah, because now I'm just going to die otherwise. So we'll figure it out. Like,
I mean, you had to do what you had to do.
Good old Vegapunk.
All right, but here you can take my spot right now while I go. See the rest of these people.
Oh, okay.
oh, yeah.
Your opponent.
Oh. Damn, where's the chat at?
You got a.
Oh, I got it? Oh,
yeah,
shit, my
it's
fault.
This one, I think.
Restream, yeah. Whoa, this mouse is crazy, bro.
It's
what
fast
the fuck?
as hell. Yeah, I know.
That shit feels weird, too. Look at it, like how it looks. I
It's
don't
too
know.
big. You ever seen the ones with the ball on the side?
Yeah, bro.
I
You use
can't-
that shit? I never even.
No, I can't.
I never
There's
tried to
no,
do that.
hell no.
That shit's
I'll
stupid.
sit there and I'll hate my life. How'd your regional go?
I went X3.
X3.
I lost round 1 and like round 5, so my tiebreakers were super shit.
Yeah.
I lost round 1 in a very similar situation to I just had in this Vegapunk game where I like passed the turn where I had 0 counter in my hand. And he's a 6. Yeah, I was a 6K leader, and he just swung 6. I got a 1K. I countered the next swing, and then he goes 9. Played Mihawk, swing 9. I was like, all right, I lost. It was crazy. Yeah. So that's why I was so scared of it in this Vegapunk matchup just now. I was like, damn, bro, I'm really about to lose on this turn. So Luna the body, the single body.
You got to.
Luna the one body, bro, just so I didn't die.
Gee, what was the last match that you lost to?
Oh, in the regional, Lucci.
Lucci?
Yeah, it was last round. I lost to Lucci.
Right.
I never had stage, and he went second and kind of curved out perfectly. So pretty hard to beat. When they go like he went Kuzan on 4, and then I think he went like I don't even think he rested the Kuzan. He like used like some sort of reduction, and then went like Rebecca Brook, and then it's like, damn, I'm kind of fucked, right? So,
Kuzan or Laboon and Brook is just
yeah,
it just
it's
destroys
death
that
sentence,
deck.
right? Like, yeah.
It hurts for anything. But yeah, I was playing. And
You played Lucci, right? Yeah.
Yeah. First match went Lim. They went first. Absolutely smoked me. I couldn't even figure it out. I was sitting there with no cards.
Oh my god.
And then I forgot what I versed the second round. I think I versed an NL, and I just couldn't. They were starving me, and I just couldn't do nothing. It hurts not having too many big bodies.
Oh yeah.
And
Are you playing 10 cost Kuzan?
No, I wasn't. And then
I mean, it's
I'm
pretty
looking at
bad. Like,
everybody's
if you're
list.
already, if you have no control over the board, and then you play 10 drop Kuzan, you probably just die on the next turn anyway.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. But yeah, I wasn't playing. I was playing the 8-drop Sabo.
Oh yeah,
I like that card better because you can get rid of 2 bodies pretty easily.
yeah. I see the vision. I
And
fuck
that way
with
you
it.
don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I looked at like everybody's top Lucci list had a 10-drop Kuzan, and I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah, Tenzans.
I'm doing something.
Was
wrong
anybody
here.
playing Sabos? I didn't even really look at the Lucci list.
Nah, I looked at like the top 2, and then I don't think they're playing Sabos.
I could see playing like a one of or like something of the Sabo. Like I feel like relying on it too much is like it would be too costly on your hand. I think
Are you playing UP Luffy this set?
the blue one.
You'll play
I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm either gonna play GP, UP, or Lucci probably if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I don't really like the Blackbeard deck, so even though it's probably back, unless it's
looking
like
at it,
I don't
but-
know. I just don't like the play style of the deck.
I'm not as good.
I don't
as,
like playing the
Hydro.
game. I don't like playing the game with fucking 4 cards in my hand.
Yeah, no, it makes me
I like
scared.
I like fat hand, bro. Give me 10, 11 cards. That's why this deck is sick, right? You just take.
Yeah,
Now I have
yeah.
10 cards in hand and Gum Gum Giant. I defend and I don't even go down
Try
on
to
cards.
kill
It's
me
crazy,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gum Gum Giant
will
counter
save
out of
you.
your attack. I'm still at 10 cards in hand. It's like
Save you out of anything.
every card draws you a card. It's awesome.
That in the Pluffy deck was horrible. I'd be sitting there, I have no counter, I giant into 2/2Ks. I'm like, yeah, I'm not dying now.
Yeah, not
baby.
dying, bro. Well, the worst is when you giant the double brick. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's bad then. Then that's bad.
how much time we got in the round?
We got 3 minutes in overtime. So they should be finishing up soon. Looks like James is looking at the last match. right
Oh,
now.
Jane. Oh, okay. Jordan. No Jordan still.
Oh, yeah, no, Jordan. He's out in Mexico.
Is he? I had no idea where he was at.
I think that's what somebody.
He was
said.
gone last week too.
I think that's what somebody said.
What did you face this round?
Carrot.
Huh?
Carrot.
Carrot.
But
Holy
I'm
shit.
playing Ace.
Oh, well, that's free, bro. You're playing Ace? What the fuck, bro? Get out of here. Stay away from me, bro. What the fuck?
Playing Ace for fun.
I'm
I
gonna
just
die to
wanna fuck
Ace in
around.
like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was on the sim and I was looking. I was like, what is good into this meta? Like GP and
Red removal shit.
Blackbeard even and Luffy's.
Ace,
like
bro.
Ace is great because
Fuck
you have all
off.
these events. I get triggers out of life that KO 6K bodies. My Flame Emperor KOs your Sanji Pudding, and I get to double attack.
Bro, Hydro, this is what's wrong with this meta is like people can play stupid decks like Ace because
Exactly.
GP is good. It's like, what are we doing playing Ace, bro? Like, oh my god. But that's not like, it's not like just Ace, right? There's people playing like Blue, Green, Rosinante and shit.
Oh yeah,
and like,
actually doing well.
I know it's like all these bullshit decks, bro. In my opinion, right? I'm an
Yeah.
asshole though. Like, I like the meta stuff. Carrot Rise Up, yeah. Johnny,
Sit down,
Johnny
dude.
plays some garbage green
Get
deck.
outta
Like,
here, dude.
come on, bro. Yeah, all right, yeah. Keep playing Carrot, bro. I'll bring Simon and have him play you. Also, okay, I don't even think the Carrot matchup is that good into GP, so I don't even really get the vision with that deck.
It's not
Because you
right?
really don't do anything but play 5-drop Carrot, and then like 10-drop Dofi. Like you don't really, like, the deck doesn't do anything.
It's just fun.
Just play Bonnie, bro. Like,
Just stay on Bonnie.
yeah, and then they play the Rosie is so annoying because then they play the Sugars, and then like they play 8-cost Kid.
Oh yeah.
And then they like you try to swing over Kid, they block with their leader, draw a card. It's like what the fuck,
Right,
bro?
right.
It's so no that deck is like super annoying for the green decks to deal with.
Yeah. And Marco's pretty good now too.
That Marco is really annoying for GP to deal with. Like if you, as GP, I feel like I have to go first. If they go first, I have to hope that they don't have the 7-drop Whitebeard on curve, which
Yeah.
they somehow always do. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they draw an extra card every turn basically
They
with their
have
leader
to
skill.
look.
So
Yeah, they have to look for. They're cycling, so they have to look for that card.
Yeah.
Especially if you find 2, then GP's kind of cooked.
yeah,
I don't think GP has too much of a chance because there's not that many bodies that are over like 8K, right? Just Luffy Taro.
yeah, just Luffy Taro. Yeah.
Yeah, so that new
So
gate is hitting everything.
their leader skill plus Newgate gets rid of like damn near everything.
Whatever. Yeah.
Because I'm only playing one Luffy Taro, so
Right. I don't think you really.
so
need
like
to
the
play
likelihood of me
4.
having the card for the matchup is like pretty low.
Fair enough. Fair
What did you face round 1?
enough. Yellow Kid, and I couldn't find my Flame Emperor to try to get him down.
Yeah.
So it sucked, and he just kept putting blockers up. And instead of trying to not worry about his Basil that will take a life, I just KO'd it just to get rid of it so
Yeah.
we can swing later.
Well, because the thing with the Basil is like, sure, it trashes a life when you kill it, but like if you don't, he just gets a card out of your hand every turn anyways.
Yeah.
You have to counter it.
Yeah, he's
So it's
gonna
like
swing.
1 card from life versus like 2-3 cards out of your hand. Like
Exactly.
might as well. And like, I mean, some situations maybe it's not worth it, but like a lot of the time it's just like early game they play it just to get rid of it. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let this thing just poke me all game.
Right. Hydro. Ryan said he's going to be playing maybe UP, GP, and Lucci.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I'm considering at the moment. I'm not considering Blackbeard. I know it's
Yeah.
your deck right now, but I just don't like the play style of it. Where I just don't like. I was just saying like I don't like having. I like having a lot of cards in my hand. So
Right.
like the naturally like Blackbeard just doesn't feel right to me. Where I have to play. I'm playing the game on like five or fewer cards like for a majority of the game.
Right. Yeah, I'm probably going to be trying Lucci, but obviously as a main deck. And then I'll probably go into, what's her name? With the Germa 66, Reiju. I'll probably be messing with Reiju for a little bit. Because I
Reiju
know
is
that'll
cool.
be pretty good into UP. And, damn, how many boxes you get, son?
I got 2, but I was about to show off the stuff,
Yeah,
bro. Look.
all that you got?
Yeah, bro. Look.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Look at this.
Dissing Blackbeard. Uh-oh. Yep.
I am dissing Blackbeard.
Oh, man, you got some gas.
I got some decent pulls, bro. I got 2 boxes, decent
You're
pulls.
going to have to walk out with somebody when you leave today.
Bro, yeah, 'cause you'll probably jump me, bro. No, I'm not even dissing Blackbeard. It's just I don't like the play style. Yeah, look at.
Oh, man.
Already snagged, bro. I opened 2 boxes. I got 2 leader boxes.
Insane.
And I pulled this one, the frigging event. I don't even know if this one's that good, but it looks cool as shit.
The event? What is that?
They have like a few different event alt arts now. They have like because there's the Gear 2 event alt art now.
5 or less?
Yeah.
Ah, so that kills Sanji Pudding.
Yeah, it kills Sanji Pudding, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like the requirement of 5. I mean,
6 down.
on curve, like early game, you'll have it. No, it's not Gear 2 alt. It's a different event. And then I also got 1 of each secret and this Sanji. Johnny probably wants this card for some reason. It's like some shitty blue card. Johnny probably wants it.
I think everybody's done here. So.
Yeah, they just sent out the pairings.
Oh.
I'm gonna
they
put
did
my
it up
stuff
there?
back away. I had to empty my whole bag just to pull out the alt arts.
All right. Well, good luck in your next match.
Yeah, good luck to you. Don't face
get
me. Okay,
Joseph
good. Oh, you
V.
got Joey's on Shanks.
Okay, it's not horrible.
Wait, you won the first 2 games?
I lost the first.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you won it still.
No.
I was gonna say because I know Joe lost round 1.
That's Big Joe?
Yeah, it's the yellow one. Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
I can't. He's over there.
Art, you slide this one right here
The guy
and just refresh it.
with the best hands in One Piece.
Yo, shit.
Forearm.
Yeah, Ben's jamming. That's an auto loss, bro. I always lose to Ben.
second. Yeah. Everything else we've seen. Oh shit! Just hit the table. All right, I am back. We are gonna be having Smoker versus Yellow Kid here. So we do have Beef Supreme and Matt G. So let me get this in here. Not having Jordan here. Definitely interesting. So very excited to see Smoker in action. One of my favorite decks to actually in the game, to be honest here. What up, Leo? All right, so yeah, kicking it over to the players here. We do have Beef Supreme versus Matt G here. So Matt G has been maining Yellow Kid pretty much since the start of OP10. Or was it OP9? Whenever it came out, I already forgot. I believe it was OP10. Yeah, OP10 is when it came out. And then Beef Supreme has been utilizing Smoker for a while now. You need to get rid of your champion Nami. Hey, that Nami is actually such a nice card. Very nice card. I really do like that card a lot. Let me see. Not even gonna yell at the starting the timer for the rest of the players. Obviously, top table. We'll do something different. So obviously, both decks more than likely want to take second. Matt G for sure wants second. Opening turn 2 is gonna probably want a Basil Hawkins, which I don't see in his hand. You do see Satori. Decides to keep the hand. I know turn 1 play for Kid, if they have it, is Share Hoshi the Basil. Such a good opening right there. I hear you, Chris. Definitely. If you made the money off the hobby, it's worth a keep. It was like me with that New Year's Nami. Sold it. It was such a nice card that I wanted to keep it for the collection. So we do see, he does have Basil in his opening hand, and he has 8-cost Kid as well, which is why he probably opted to keep the hand. So, yep, Matt G is going to go second. Beef Supreme going first. Passes. More than likely did not have a Sengoku there. It's a nice card, Johnny. And it's always a memory as well. So we are starting with a 6K to lead here. Good to put the pressure on since he does not have a character on, did not utilize that blocker ability. So good to try to get rid of the life while you can. Obviously, Kid wants to make it to late game and just burn your opponent's life here. So we are going to see this Basil next turn hitting the field. And it's on KO ability, so Beef would need to have a card that is able to trash it from the field, which Tashigi is a card that can do that. And going on to 5 Don, Tashigi will give a -4 on play. So we do see a 5 to leader, and Magi decides to take it, establishes the Basil, chooses to not use leader ability since we did see that Tashigi, gets searched off the brand, and we do know it is going to get removed from the field. So probably no point in utilizing that leader ability right away. Yep. So we do see that Tashigi trashes that Basil. So it is the one card that is able to get around that ability. We do see X-Drake there too. So going on to Magi's 6 Don turn, he actually had the perfect curve Basil to Nico to Kid. So would have been able to burn 3 life if Beef Supreme did not find that Tashigi. So we do see a 5K swing going into life, and Beef starting to protect it. If able to remove this Nami is going to be what he wants to do. But you do want to save as much Dawn or as much removal as possible for the top end, because don't want to let this use this Captain Kidd or Trafalgar Law stick around. They're just continuous 9K swings. So 7 Dawn turn might possibly utilize the new Sengoku from EBO2, but I don't think Beef Supreme has anything worth bringing back from the trash here currently. And Matt G looking like he's got a lot of bricks in hand. The- I wonder what Beef Supreme supplemented into the list since losing Ice Age. I have seen a lot of decks starting to use Patchwork as a supplement. So is going to take the swing off the Branner here. No trigger, which, what is that, another Captain Kidd there? No, I believe that's a Luffy search, so we are seeing 6K swings all around here and establishes the Kuzan. So this is what you essentially needed to establish for your reduction here. So going on to Matt G's 8 Dawn turn might establish the Captain Kidd here to burn a life and is going to attempt to get there, dwindling the hand size here. Pitching the Kobe for the counter there. 6K connects, and here is the Captain Kidd. And a Brook. I believe that's a damned punk, so he's got to decide whether he wants to keep the laws for heals or, yeah, obviously the damn punk for removal. And does decide to give Kidd blocker ability here. And we do see a Kikunojo in life too, which on swing is going to trigger out that body on the play here, and that's just going to be more pressure to Beef Supreme next turn. Five cards currently in hand with a Kikunojo Abode hit the field next turn. Looks like he might looking at see what he has in his trash, which we do see the Brook. Maybe running Rebecca's here. Yeah, Beef Supreme trying to figure out what to do here. Obviously, you're going to want to remove both bodies off the field if possible. Eustace Captain Kidd is an AK, or an 8 cost, so Kuzan will bring it down to at least a 4 cost. And you're just going to have to figure out how to reduce the Robin, which is also 6 cost. So at best, more than likely, going to be able to remove at least one of these characters. And it looks like he's going to pressure the Robin here. So we do see the 6K. Does Matt decide to protect the Robin here? And is with the block here. And we still have another swing coming off of Tashigi and as well as Leader. So he's going to bring that Smoker, or the Kid, down to 3 here. Oh, here comes the Rebecca and Brooke. Oh, Kobe. Oh, that's right, because it's a 3 cost. So is going to be able to KO the Kid off of Kobe ability, pitching the Hina for that trash KO effect from Kobe here. And now does he don up the rest on Leader and swing big into the Robin? Also has Tashigi swing as well. Ooh, Didn't see that one too. 6K with the Brandon. So there's going to be 3 potential swings into this Nico Robin here. And does clear. Does beef pass turn since you do not want to give him that Kiko Nojo on board, which will allow Matt G to just pressure him. So we do know he does have the Trafalgar Law, which will be able to heal him, as well as attach a Don on the leader. More than likely the X-Strike's probably a good option here for a 2K counter. Basil, pretty late in the game to be able to try to establish it, especially if Beef Supreme finds another Tashigi here. So 6 cards in Beef Supreme's hand. Does have that Damned Punk as well to be able to remove the Kuzan if he wants to swing into it. Or at least remove it off ability. It's more than likely if he tries to swing into it, he does have the Rebecca blocker to just chump block the big swing. But the most ideal play here is this Trafalgar Law. Show a Supernova, putting it face down in the life, and then reactivating your leader ability. Is opting to just swing at life here. So goes 7 to life. Again, doesn't matter whether you swing into the Kuzan or leader ability. The Rebecca blocker can get past either or, and he decides to counter out, keeping his life up. And uses leader ability to flip that Basil up and give this Law blocker ability here. And Basil is good because it does allow you to cycle your hand here. I believe it's draw 2 or draw 3. Let's see. Draw 2, trash 1. Yeah, there you go. Share Hoshi is draw 3, trash 2. Starting off with a 5K to leader, -4 to that Trafalgar Law, which he is going to take to cycle out his hand here. Looks like he finds another Search Luffy as well. Law going down to a 3 cost currently. Still has access to leader reduction as well, and maybe another Tashigi too. Yep, so Tashigi is going to give him -4 and trash. So he's going to start off with a 5K. So has 5 down up, might actually have a second or third Tashigi here to be able to get rid of this Kikunojo. So another 6K, does 2K counter, and yep, this might be that other Tashigi. Yep. And Tashigi is going to trash that Kikunojo, so Magi attempted to heal there, thought it was a KO, but since it is a trash, it will not get that heal either, which is probably what he was hoping to get. And here goes that Luffy Search, probably digging for another useless Captain Kid here, which I think he just found it in that. But at this point, I don't know if it's worth to grab it. Beef's in a pretty stabilized board here, especially with the 3 Tashigis and the Kuzan with 1 block as well. It's a pretty rough spot. Tashigi's such a goated card. One of the best cards out of that. It is the best card out of that Smoker starter deck, actually, other than Sengoku. Yeah, so it looks like he's debating on whether to grab the counter, which he is going to grab that Basil. Yeah, you're going to pretty much need to get as much counter as possible. Might end up popping one of these characters on the field. So Damn Punk allows Magi to be able to look at the top of his life, move it to the bottom, or leave it where it's at, and KO a 5 cost. So is going to KO one of these Tashigis, and now is going to swing another 5K to life. Takes it. No point in not taking that since this Basil is here. he's preventing the trash ability from the Basil here. So potentially swinging at the Kuzan to at least bait out a 1K or that Rebecca blocker would have been a good move. However, he is going to have this body for next turn as well. And we do see a Nico Robin in life, which I believe allows him to... it's going to allow him to play a 3-cost from hand. So there's that Patchwork, which is more than likely the replacement for the Ice Age, reducing the Hawkins down. So at this point, no reason to be afraid of KOing the Hawkins since you have no life left. So leader did see that reduction to 0, so it is a 7K leader, or 6K leader. With the Don, obviously it is going to be a 7K swing, so might just go 7s across the board right here. Yep, 7 with the Kuzan, reducing one of these Lufis all the way down to 0. And decides to take it. No trigger out of life there. Oh, it's been a minute since I updated these. And another 7K to life here. Matt G does know his last life, since he did put it there, and it is a Zoro. And obviously that Zoro is a pitch and play. And he just gets there with that 8K with that smoker as well. So Matt G, or Beef Supreme, taking it right there from Matt G. Smoker, one of the goated cards out of that starter deck. Obviously getting around all the trash, trashing abilities from the Basil, and just being able to get rid of majority of the cards, as well as the Kikanojo, getting rid of that heal ability. Beef Supreme just drew into what he needed to see, and that is Tashigi. Tashigi I have seen skew multiple games. So let's see here. So there's still 14 minutes left in the round here. 14 minutes left. Decent amount of time. Oof, yeah, we got a while. Yeah, I'm definitely going to build Smoker after seeing that. I say I'm going to build a bunch of decks, obviously. Going into 11, might dabble in it in a little bit, but obviously UP is what I want to build right away. But we still got time. Actually, we got a week. Official release is next week, so there is that. Ooh, yeah. What's up, Chris, Johnny? What are you guys up to today? Why didn't you? Well, Chris, I know why you're not at the Abode. Why didn't you pop out today, Johnny? You're still at work right now? Rough. Very rough. I almost didn't make it myself, dude. I took a nap. It was almost over with. Didn't want to get up. Oh, that makes sense. You're just at home gooning, huh? Yeah, I got home, took a fat ass nap, and I was contemplating life. Didn't want to even come here. But we are here. We're here to stream. And again, those of you are local to the Chicagoland area and in stream, June 8th, we are going to be having the case tournament here at the Abode. So OP11 case tournament, OP11 legal, so gives you a chance to be able to start practicing a lot of the decks and get your sequencing down right. Good practice. I always like the Abode big tournaments. It's always good to see a lot of the local players here. Different styles, different techs, and obviously it's just good practice overall. You can't get a winner Nami though, Johnny. Nope. The timer's got an end. 12 minutes left. All right. Currently, this will take a short break here. I'm gonna go take a look. Maybe Hard and Simon will hop on commentary once they are done. Gonna take a lap around to see how everyone is doing right now. So be right back. we are back. Um, all right, so this round we are going to be having a Teach versus a Shanks, I believe, yeah. So we do got Jimmy J, which we have seen on stream before, and Jesus, so a regular on stream all the time. Just rushing here, so there is 4 undefeated right now, so there is going to be one more round after this one, so it's going to be a very interesting match. We have been seeing Jesus at the top table. It's the last couple locals actually, so kicking it over to the players. Jesus and Jimmy J, so both very good players here. I believe Jimmy J's I believe he top 32 to one of his last Peoria regionals, and obviously Jesus all over the place. So very known in the community as well. So should be a Teach versus Shanks. Not sure what type of build of Shanks that Jimmy J is on, whether it is a control or a hybrid build of it. So we are going to have to see here in a second. I'm going to start the timer here. So 4 on Jimmy J's roll here. 8 for Jesus. So Jesus chooses to go second. Obviously, that is the most ideal curve here. Taking the curve away from Shanks. And again, dependent on what type of build the Shanks is on, but typically they want to go second if they are using stage, which I know Jimmy J was using stage previously before. Turn 1, slap the stage down, and then that just helps you the entire rest of the game here. Man. And we got ads. Ads for our timer here. So we do got our 35-minute time clock on here. And we are starting the timer for the rest of the story here. So players are resolving their mulligans currently right now. Jesus probably looking for more than likely a Lafitte. Myra begins a stage search. And of course Jimmy's looking for probably building snakes and hongos. And we do see double, I believe that's double Myra begin, which is honestly the best opening you could ask for as a Teach. Building up the trash, getting your Burgess pretty much ready, and probably going to grab that Kuzan over the Vasco shot. And that Vivi is the 1 cost chump blocker when you have a total of 10 cards in the trash. So again, is going to grab that Kuzan, and already 3 cards in trash, and going to chain that other Myra. Going to have 6 cards in trash, and Burgess will be a 6K already, which ends up grabbing the Burgess over Lafitte. Probably going to establish the Burgess right away next turn on Fort On, since again, that is going to be a 6K already. Starting off with the Uta search, and we do find the stage there, which may or may not grab it. If it can be very beneficial in any matchup, especially this one. It can be very helpful here. But we do see a 10 cost Shanks as well, which you're going to want to find. Because if you can't chain your Shanks to Jesus chaining the Blackbeard, it's just a very rough time for either player here if they don't chain their top end here. So he's going to get a 7K swing in. I believe that's a finger pistol that he might just trigger. Yep. Chooses to hold on to it. If he did trigger, gets rid of the Uta, Burgess becomes a 7K right away. So he's going to do a 5K swing, uses leader ability. Sometimes you will find those Shanks that choose not to use that ability at all. That is disgusting, Chris. That is like the best thing for Teach there. So we are seeing a 6K to leader, attaches the Don to leader here, and swings another 6K. And this is probably where holding on to that finger pistol was very beneficial. Can get rid of this Dream Luffy, as well as establish stage if you wanted to. So is going to start off with the stage here. Probably going to beef up Burgess to an AK with the search here, pitching that Liberation, which Liberation is very good in the GP matchup, and anything that can rush the field. Shanks, obviously Liberation KOs a 6 cost and a 4 cost, but once Shanks gets to its top end, it's not, that Liberation isn't going to do nothing for it. So it could potentially be swinging. Probably going to swing 5 to bait out leader ability and then swing for 8 at the Luffy here. Yeah, probably going to wait to see to remove it or not, because then he could utilize that Kuzan this turn as well. Yep, so it does use the Kuzan ability, or use the Kuzan, not the ability. Is going to at least get it on the field here currently. So going to go 7 to life here. Is going to take that swing. I don't know why I thought Burgess was an AK. I read your message, Chris, and I just got zoned in on an AK Burgess. An AK burger. I believe is on his 7 Dawn turn. Chooses not to pitch for leader ability because Ben Beckman can only reach a 6 cost or less, and Kuzan cannot be removed. And since Burgess is sitting at a 7K, Jesus does not have to worry about a Ben Beckman this turn. And that just goes to show you how well, you know, Jesus pilots Burgess here. A lot of the new Blackbeard players more than likely would have pitched for ability regardless of what was happening on the field here. It's like Jimmy J might be opting to possibly do a 7K. I did see him trying to move 2 down on the leader there. We do see the Sanji blocker. And also a Hongo. Looks like he might be trying to establish the Hongo and attempting to swing big into the Burgess right here. So I believe Burgess is now a 4K. Or I think Hongo reduces by 2, so it is back down to a 5. Yep, 2,000. So swinging a 7K into the Burgess here. He's going to have to give up 3 cards if he wants to protect it, but that is pretty much all the counter that Jesus has in his hand. Next turn is going to be able to use the Kuzan ability to bring back that same Burgess next turn as well. We do see the 1K counter off the Shiryu and establishes the chopper here. I believe that is a Liberation, and currently, oh no, that's a black hole. I was going to say currently Jesus is going to be able to use that Liberation if he wanted to. So chooses the Finger Pistol, the chopper there, and mills 2 cards there. And it looks like he's got 5 done. 5 into the Hongo here. Jimmy J is going to choose to use leader ability and protect it, giving a 2K. And he's getting another 5K into that Hongo as well, so might be 0 cost event. So held on to that Hongo for as much as he was able to there. Is just going to just Finger Pistol that Dream Luffy. Use that Kuzan ability to get a Burgess out, so pretty much another 6 cards into the trash for that Burgess. So probably going to be sitting at 8 to 9K here. Oh, 9K. Pitching the Black Hook. Probably going to be looking for the 10 drops here. 2K is also good. And again, you're going to want to start chaining the 10 drops back to back if able to, which we do know he has. Looks like 2 in hand currently right now. And Jimmy on his 9 Dawn turn. Jesus did pitch for leader ability, so Rayleigh will not be able to reduce the Burgess down, as well as will not be able to do Dragon ability, but can still get the rush off if Jimmy J is utilizing Dragons in the deck still. Is going 6K to life here. Chooses to counter out. I know Jesus likes to play as healthy as possible. Yep, and we do see another 2K, and Burgess, I believe now, is a 10K. Yep, and we do see that Luffy connecting. So was potentially going to swing there, but first, obviously, Teach is going to be what you want to establish first to be able to negate that leader ability. So now he will not be able to use that ability to give a 1K counter to that Hongo and a 2K. So Hongo is going to leave the field here. And we do see he's probably digging for another 10 drop or counter. And 2K is going to be probably one of the better things to grab here. Exchanging it, probably pitching the Burgess and then holding on to the 2K. If he decides to pitch, he might not even pitch for ability here. A 10K. So does decide to clear the Luffy here instead of letting it stick. No point in letting it stick because, again, if you don't KO the Luffy and he drops his Shanks, he's going to have, obviously, one swing no matter what after the turn passes over. So very smart to try and attempt to clear that. And he's swinging 5 here. Does he counter out with the Burgess and then protect? Takes that first one. We did see, I believe that is a Liberation. Oof. So checking the trash out, trying to see what he has there. And now Jesus has to play around a potential Goldie Roger coming out if he goes down to 0 life. So now he's got to prevent himself from reaching that 0 mark going forward. And that's if Jimmy J runs it. Of course, Roger is at best a 2 of, more than likely a 1 of. So we do see a 12 and a 9, and Jesus protecting the Burgess there, blocking with the Teach, giving a 2K there. And we do see a Kuzan, more than likely, is going to be pitched off of the stage there to try to dig for the third 10 drop, probably. And we do see 10 drops stunning the Shank, stunning leaders, swings 5, and more than likely just going to start swinging the face with the Burgess here. So 10K Burgess again. Oh, he does have the Liberation, so better to hold on to that Teach. Ooh, we do see another 2K. And honestly, Jesus might not even pitch for leader ability once again. There's nothing on the field to really, you know, avoid protecting for any type of removal. Burgess is big enough to not be able to have that Ben Beckman on play unless Jimmy changed Building Snakes. So it's swinging 12 into 12 and probably trying to bait out whatever counter off of Jimmy J's hand there. And then swinging the Burgess into his life there. So Jimmy, it looks like he's currently at 2 cards in hand. 3 now at the draw. And Jesus needs to be able to find this next Teach to be able to stun the Shanks once again, if able to. I can't quite make out what's in Jimmy's hand there. Starting off with a 5K, pitching the Burgess to stay healthy. Again, that's what Jesus is trying to do, at least stay at 1 life at the minimum here. I think that's a Sanji, 3-cost Sanji in his hand. But we do know he still has all 10 down up also. Oh, it looks like that is a Ben Beckman in his hand too. So you just have He has a chopper blocker, Sanji, and a Ben Beckman. So might opt to go wide here this turn. And potentially, Jesus, oh, hops to swing 5, so baiting out another counter from hand. We do know Jesus only has that 2K, and then the blocker, of course, so gets that free block off the 10 drop. Yep, so it establishes Chopper and Sanji here. We just have one blocker and then a 6K swing on the next turn. Let's see, looks like Jesus does have the Shuri, but it's probably gonna pitch. See if he can find his third 10 drop, which we do see in his hand currently. That's probably gonna be the play here. 10 drops, stun the rush shanks. Could start swinging into life here. If he decides to block with that chopper blocker, could swing into it with the Burgess. However, it looks like he might be contemplating whether or not that is the right play here. Yep. Yeah, best. That was probably the best thing there, other than he just had the full lead stage, and I believe that was another 2K. So he's gonna stun. Leader in the shanks once again. We do see the 5K to life. Could block with the chopper. Or no, swings 5 at the Uta. And then swinging 11 to leader. Swinging at the Uta was a good choice since we did see Jimmy just swing with it, so he might have, preventing him to go wide next turn with swings if Jimmy doesn't find another rush body. And here Jesus is deciding whether or not he should swing with one of these 10 drops here, which could be very risky again if Jimmy finds a rush card. Another Dream Luffy can just stack the Don on the chopper blocker to try to just go in for a swing. Yep, so he's taking into consideration if Jimmy J finds another Dream Luffy here, so debating whether or not, again, to swing with one of these teachers to pressure Jimmy's life. If he does swing, he makes lethal next turn a lot easier on himself. However, if he does find the Dream Luffy, it is kind of game, especially if he's a double Dream Luffy. However, we do know one is out. Yep, considering the dragons and another 10 drop, so is going to end up swinging. Jimmy decides to take it and passes over while using the ability, because now he's taking into consideration the dragon swing if he is able to attach the 2 rested Don over to something. So he's going to bank off of potentially life, the 2K in his hand, and the 2 blockers here. And of course, we know that he did have the Ben Beckman, so I'm not sure what he just drew. We do see a Lucky Roo. Ben, I think that's another Ben Beckman. Let's see, very interested to see what he's going to draw off of, what's he going to play out right now. Very stressful because this is going to determine who's going to go into the finals this upcoming turn here. Starts off with a poke of 5K, and again, this is going to pretty much take Jesus' 2K from hand if he decides to stay healthy or block here. Looks like someone... It's a pretty tough situation. Yeah, I think the 2K is a safe call here in case he does have a rush. could just choose to block with it, which, oof, looks like he's going to go for a teach. Decides to let it go. And in a Lucky Root blocker here. If Jesus can find a finger pistol or a black hole, popping this Lucky Root could just go for lethal. Obviously still has it no matter what. 12K, just going to take it. And then 12, 12, 12. 13, and then probably going to go 14 with leader. And just, yeah, it's there, yeah. Triple Beckman is rough. So Jesus is going to be going on to the finals once again. All right, and we do have Hart here with us this time.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How'd the last round go?
I won the GP mirror.
There you go.
He was
GP.
playing 9-cost Zoros, though. He discarded one off of a Gum Gum Giant. That was like, what the f.
Nine cost Green Zoro in GP?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
I feel like if you're getting up to that much Don, like, you're probably.
he's got all his Sanji puddings on the field.
Yeah.
So let's see. Looking at it, we are going to be seeing Beef Supreme versus Jesus in the final. So,
Smoker. He's playing Smoker.
yep, Beef Supreme we did see on stream the
Oh, he
last
played.
round.
Okay, yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting. Obviously, Smoker does have the access to Tashigi's to be able to remove Burgess, 10 drops. All depends on the cards that he sees in that matchup.
The -4 is on play effect, though, right?
Yep, as long as Smoker is your leader. So yeah, Jesus can pitch for that, so that can skew the turn a bit. I have seen Patchwork. Patchwork was in his list.
Oh, he's playing Patchwork. Okay.
How's GP getting the 9?
That's kind of what my thought process was. But I mean, sometimes it happens if you have like 2 or 3 Sanji puddings, right? Then you just don't even go down on Don. But if you have 2 or 3 Sanji puddings, like, I don't think you need the 9-cost Zoro either, you know?
They're just set for the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. We got 10 minutes left before overtime. We do
A lot of
see.
time.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. At least this time I don't have to go to the front. So
What's
we
up?
do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What up?
It's going.
It's going. It's locals.
It's league.
It's
yeah,
league
bro.
locals.
Come on, it's league.
Hey, dog. It be like that sometimes. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, it's the second week, yeah.
And Jesus is about to win his second one.
We're gonna be skipping the pre-release week.
So we have 7 more
Well,
weeks.
next
then.
week is pre-release.
That's
okay.
what so you already lied to me there. There you go.
Damn,
man.
it's like that.
Doesn't know his
I
weeks.
get in trouble though from OP11 carry.
Bro, why'd you just say that on stream? Now way more people know. Oh, you forgot that it was next week?
Yeah, no, I forgot like one day exactly.
Oh.
I didn't even realize that we were on Wednesday until I actually woke up and realized I'm like, oh shit.
All right.
Last week a guy played Sanji putting on 6 and then played 2 more the next turn. Yeah, that happens.
A 10 drop secret Luffy.
All right, we're cooking too much.
Imagine.
No, the crazy, it's actually crazy. Like the crazy turn, John, is if you go Sanji pudding and then Sanji pudding secret Luffy on the next turn. That shit's fucked.
Yeah.
That
Then you're
is
just
actually fucked.
staying consistent.
You're just getting punished.
He wants to
Pause.
Nami Altar, little bro.
Nami Altart. Give me 110% TCG.
Fucking. What up, Deus? What is going on, dog? Welcome to the stream. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5
Who am I gonna
rounds.
face?
Oh, you face Circle Button? The Lim
Yeah.
player?
Yeah, he was playing GP today though.
Ah.
So I'm probably gonna face like Matt G on Yellow Kid
Let's see.
or Marco on Yellow Kid. I
did you
already faced Ben. I
face
lost to Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, Marco.
Either of the Yellow
Kid.
Kid players. Yeah.
A
I'm,
Vega.
like,
Oh, you already
guaranteed.
faced him.
Or I guess I could face Shanks. I could face Jimmy on Shanks.
Espresso.
Who's that?
I don't know what he's on.
Or Astrox, NRG Astrox.
Astro?
What's the X?
Oh, well. Maybe, there's just that
Table
X in the
7?
name. He's a GP. He was on stream earlier.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Pre-release kid, you say?
Pre-release kid. I don't think I said pre-release kid. I said Yellow Kid.
Got a championship kid with your name on it. You still got that championship kid, Johnny?
The 7 cost? I
Yeah.
got 2 of them. Oh, wait, actually, no, I sold them. I'm pretty sure I actually sold them.
So those are bricks for a lot of people. You could build a house with them.
Yeah, that shit's ass. Actually, I don't even... Did I sell them? I honestly can't remember. I have to look through my stuff.
So I've asked Simon, what are you going to try and play in 11? Obviously, you still got GP.
Oh, yeah, me and Simon were talking about it a little bit earlier. I'm looking at GP, the blue-purple, or Lucci probably. Those are like the 3 decks that I'm kind of interested in. And like since I pulled the Snake Man leader, I have most of the cards for it already too. So I mean, I'll probably play that like some amount. I'm not sure if I really feel like playing those mirrors, to be honest with you. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably mess with it a little bit. Purple Kata does not seem like my cup of tea.
I did see it in the 3v3, and the guy was cooking. I don't know if you
Really?
saw it on the...
I didn't see. No.
It was actually doing pretty well. Very interesting type of, like, play style for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a different type of deck. So.
Yeah, so...
Seemed a little too linear. Yeah, I mean...
That's why Betty gets it. You
yeah,
see the
it's
Karasu?
like I ramp and then I play 9-cost bodies and leave 1 Don up for Gum Gum Giant and Gear 2 and don't die.
Does Gear 2 ramp? Or
Gear
no?
2 ramps, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Give me a rest
For
2 of your
3
Don
Don.
cards.
So you like Zoro Juro or that on 3, and then you can like God Thread on 5.
Oh, that's right. God Thread is a card too.
Or you can like don up the Zoro Juro and like play whatever. You can do like some cool stuff. Blackbeard BDI, all right. I get out of here.
Hey, I mean, Chris might be cooking with the starter deck stuff.
Look, I hope he is. It's just as long as it's not versus me. That Gear 2 card is sick, dude. Matt G pulled the alt art.
Yeah, I did see it. He showed me
Shit
earlier.
is crazy. It looks so nice.
Are you gonna run any of the Snake Man 8 drops?
I might play like 1.
I think it's a good tech, especially since you're able to just bounce a 4 cost. It's a way to get rid of Burgess
Yeah,
in the best
I mean,
deck in 4-man
it'll
matchup.
honestly, yeah, it'll probably end up being a lot better now, if I had to guess, than like in the East, because it seems like Blackbeard's gonna be more relevant. So
We play it a lot more here, definitely.
yeah, and then just we play it more here in general, but then also like with the starter deck, like the deck's gonna be around even more. So
Yeah,
it seems like Snake Man will end up being like a little bit better.
maybe a 2/2 with the 9.
Yeah. I
the
mean,
9
the
you
thing is
do
they,
get the
they play so
draw.
much top end that you end up with like a lot of bricks.
Yeah, I've seen lists running 4 Mom, 4 Sanji, 4 Secret Rush, but I could see it maybe dropping that
yeah.
Luffy down
well, like
2/2.
a lot. The thing is that like, I've seen like 4 Sanji, 4 Mom, 3 Katakuri, 2 Secret, and so then it's like, damn, bro, I'm playing so much top end. Like
Yeah, you're also
USDC
drawing
is
2
good if there's
cards
a lot
per
of
turn.
Blackbeard or aggro. Oh, we're talking about the 8 cost from OP11.
That's the secret, the new secret.
Oh, okay. In my head, he was okay. My bad. ST14, yeah. That's what we're saying, John. Though, it would be good against Blackbeard. Deus, I'll be honest with you. I've never liked that deck.
I actually really liked that deck a lot when I played it.
You won a store or a regional with it, right?
Yeah, I did. 5-0. Should have lost the last round against Reiju, but I was brick to all hell. Fucking
Oh,
Ice
really?
Age and Sanjis are just sitting there like, fuck. Rush Ichiji, rush Ichiji, rush Ichiji.
Yeah. STOA Luffy, that's Simon's bag, bro. Yeah, exactly. He got top 64 on that dumbass deck, bro. Holy shit, I can't believe he did. That was hype, though. I was watching the stream. It was sick.
He did Isho to pop with fucking.
With the 9-drop shanks and
Yeah.
shit. He was doing stupid shit with that.
It was 10 Kuzan to Isho, then pop the entire field
Oh
with the
my
9
God.
drop shanks. That shanks is terrible.
Nah, yeah, that shit was bad.
And
but-
then all the Don gets attached to leader because
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
gets
yeah.
popped.
I forgot that's what it does, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
that
that
shit's
thing
funny.
was so stupid.
I think that, yeah, that deck was ass, but you got 2 cost Udas out of that deck, didn't you?
You got the Utas and I think the Shirahoshi as well. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the 3 cost Nami blocker.
No. Oh, we're talking about 14. Started like 8
oh.
had the Uta and the Shirahoshi.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay. The
that-
Nami, yeah, that makes more sense. It was in 14.
Yeah, 14 had the Nami and the Sanji. The 5 cost pop Sanji.
Yeah, I think that Smoker is better than Luffy Amadeus.
Smoker is gas. It's very consistent as well. The only thing
It's
is
just,
once you
like,
get the
not
top
my-
end, you make yourself a 6K leader for the turn.
What? Oh, the ST14.
Starter 14,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I think you're talking about Smoker. I was like, how the hell does Smoker do that? Yeah, yeah.
You won,
Oh,
right?
I didn't report. Whoops. Yeah, I won. Thanks.
And then we're just waiting on Silent Seth and
Guys, I
Nat
didn't
over
win.
there.
I was just letting James report that I
Oh,
won.
yeah? It's okay.
No, I won.
All right, let me go see this last round. They're about to go into overtime.
I'll probably.
You can stay.
All right. Let me stand up. Oh. Loser reports? Exactly, right? That's how we're doing it, loser reports. I just forgot to report. Everything is going to be 7K leader, so it doesn't matter. That's true. Everything is going to be a 7K leader. Damn, bro, they got me labeled as Simon. I'm not about to change it. I heard hard dodging me at the case tourney. Yeah. Probably, actually, yeah. I would prefer not to play whatever dog shit deck that Johnny's playing. That probably counters any meta deck, so. Need more BBL locals? Bro, that's your bag, bro. Jesus is on stream for finals, so. You can watch Jesus versus Smoker. You know, if more BBL locals, I'll play blue-purple, and I'll play fucking 3 8-cost Snake Man. I'm bouncing all the Burgesses back. Wait, what did Ben lose to? Because I lost to Ben last round. Who did he face? Oh, he lost to Smoker. He lost to Beef Supreme. Okay. We got. Oh, they're in overtime right now, so finishing up. Yeah, bro. Sully came out with letting everybody buy the OP11, and then he just came over and he was like, "Yo, guys, I completely forgot I wasn't supposed to sell that this week." What the fuck?
So I got some decent pulls.
Bro, people pulled. Nobody pulled a manga, I don't think. But people pulled all sorts of. I think I pulled the Snake Man leader. Somebody else pulled the Snake Man leader. Black purple. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. The 6-drop Luffy is cool. The 6-drop Luffy is cool. Holy shit! It's Clyde in the chat, guys. It's the real Clyde. What are you talking about, Demise? Super SP. Oh, for my pulls for 11, I didn't get any SPs. Matt G pulled the. He reporting fake Clyde. Matt G pulled the Sanji SP. He got the Sanji SP and the Gear 2 alt out of his box, and then he got the secret Kobe. So he got a 3-hit box. It was pretty good. The hard. Yo, bro, I've heard people don't like that, bro. I've seen some messages of somebody saying that they really hate when people say that. Damn, bro, who reported that I'm on stream right now? This is crazy. What up, Chase? I'm not in finals. I lost to Whitebeard. We got Jesus. We got Teach versus Smoker in finals. Bro, I'm just sitting here. James left, bro, so I'm just sitting here trying to, like, think of shit to say. Who's on Whitebeard? Ben, yeah. Bro, it was actually, like, I didn't really know what to expect, but I got cooked. I messed up. He's trolling. Well, he's cooking too, though. And he just lost. He was undefeated till this round. Oh, they pushed bearings. Who do I face? Oh, okay. All right, I gotta go play this last round. I'll be back after my round's over, though. In the meanwhile, you get to watch Jesus versus Beef Supreme, who's on Smoker. So I'll be back.
All right. Just pushed the last round. We are going to have, I did say, we are going to have Jesus versus Beef Supreme. So we are going to be seeing a Smoker versus Blackbeard finals here. Let's see. Yeah, so total of 5 rounds today at Locals. 32 people showed up. Very good. And just a reminder before we go into this last round, we are going to have that case tournament here June 8th on Sunday for an OP11 case tournament. Obviously, it is going to get split up. I believe last time first place got 6 boxes. I don't know how it's going to be split up this time. I would imagine the same. But definitely a good time to come. OP11 legal, get the practice in and everything. Jack and Kaido about to work it. All right, yeah, so let's go over to the main screen here. So Jesus on the right. Jesus was the winner of last week's league night. So Jesus already has the invite to the Winners League as well, which is 6 weeks away. Obviously, we are going to take 1 week break for the pre-release week. So 7 weeks away from the Winners League here. What up, wise guy? It could have been you in the finals here again. Yeah, it was a big turnout. Big turnout. It's first one in a while that I've seen. So Beef Supreme wins the ice road, chooses to go second here, which is taking the curve away from Jesus, which is what you want to do here. You're still going to be rocking Blackbeard, wise guy? You're going to be trying something different. So we do see stage search right away, and looks like he might be opting to pitch the 10 drop here. Still, again, has access to 3 other ones. Usually, I do see teach players pitch the first one, and ends up finding a left feed and be able to search next turn. He's cooking with the starter deck. Yeah, this is Jesus' second time on the Cam Titan. Second time today. So we are seeing the Lafitte search here. Gonna pop off. I believe you just grabbed the Kuzan off that stage there. Gonna grab the Shri, which can pop a 3 cost or less, so is gonna be in range for the brand news when Supreme does play him out for a search, getting rid of some of that pressure. So Smoker does have access to the Tashigis, which we did see 2 rounds ago. Is going to be able to get rid of the Burgess. So Jesus has to take that into account when he's going to use his leader ability to pitch and protect Burgess. Which you did see, already did use the ability. So no draw off the Kuzan here. Starting off with a 5K, might just establish that Kuzan right away. We are seeing the digging power here of Blackbeard. Pitches the 1K Shiryu to get the 2K here. And probably going to see the Kuzan. So considering I'm pitching for ability here, the only thing is that he does not have to worry about to Tashigi with the Kuzan since it is unable to get KO'd or removed from the field, and that is including the trash ability of Tashigi here. So he's going to buy a turn without having the pitch here. And has another one in hand with the Burgess for potential stage search to set it up on the field as well. Looks like he might be considering on doing a 6K swing with the Kuzan. Yep, and Jesus, I know the way Jesus typically plays the deck is tries to protect it as much as possible, so you are going to see him counter out a lot. I have seen a lot of teachers kind of take the early swings, but better to protect that 6K because obviously Smoker is going to swing with 7K since leader is seeing the Kuzan at a 0 cost. So my era begins off of life. We already know he has one 10 drop in the trash. Might grab this 10 drop off the search here. And my era is always great since it is building up for Burgess here. So we do see the Rebecca playing out another Hina here, so rushing the board, which is what Beef wants to do here. We do see Liberation in hand, which is going to be able to knock the Kuzan and Hina if he wanted to. Could potentially just attempt to swing, bait some cards out of Beef Supreme's hand here, and then probably establish another Kuzan. Yep, no, we're seeing the Liberation just clearing the board here. So it gets rid of the Kuzan and the Hina, getting rid of that pressure, and then we're going to see 2 pokes and potentially a Burgess. Yeah, it looks like he's building the trash here, trying to see what he has there, wants to grab off stage search here. Another burger. Burgers are always good here. Oops, swinging 6 to leader, 2K. Is going to pitch probably the Burgess here. Chooses not to swing with the Kuzan yet. Interesting. But again, Jesus plays this a lot more than me, so. Been a minute since I piloted Teach like this. Maybe trying to starve out Beef Supreme here. Best kid player in Chicago, Titan. Ooh, and here is that Sengoku, which if it had the on-play capabilities, would have been able to bring back the Kuzan from the trash. So this is what I was expecting to see the last game, but did not have it. Oh, red purple. Oh, that you did talk about playing the more jank leaders. I remember this. So we do see the 5K Kuzan swing finally bringing out the Burgess. It might be considering I'm playing that other Kuzan as well. Oh no. Yep, pitching the Shrew, gonna dig 3 deep. You'd see the Vasco shot, which I know Finger Pistol is not searchable. My era begins is there. Could have been used to dig another 3 cards and filling the trash. And we do see that block from the Sengoku there. So we do see the Burgess established with another Kuzan. Oh no, this field's just getting nasty on Jesus' side of the field. Pitches for Vasco, and at this point it is very important that Jesus is pitching for the ability since you do not want to give that Tashigi the -4 reduction on play, which can remove the Burgess. It's going to require Beef Supreme to essentially use leader ability and maybe a patchwork to get Burgess in range. So we do see a 6K swing, and then so was contemplating swinging with the Sengoku, asking how big the Burgesses are, which is currently sitting at 8K. I believe the Sengoku is a 7/7 as well, so Burgess is already able to swing over the Sengoku. Ooh, Kaido is a card, so Kaido will be able to get rid of a Burgess. And it's going to force Jesus to have to pitch one from his hand as well. Ends up pitching the Vasco because, of course, you do want the 10 drop. And we do see the 7K swing as well, so trying to pressure here. 10 drops more than likely just going to stun the Kaido here. You see a 5K swing, connects here, probably be another 5, and then a 9K as well if he decides to swing with the Burgess here. I know Jesus has kind of been playing it a little bit slow with the Burgess here. Searching with that stage, pitching that Myra begins, finding counter here. He might opt to swing into the Sengoku here. Yep, is going to swing 9 into the Sengoku, trying to bait out that Rebecca blocker, as well as if it would have connected, getting rid of that extra swing. So 10 drop did stun the Kaido, so now this turn will not be able to use it. So Jesus did forget to use Kuzan ability to bring back the Burgess here, so now is vulnerable to a potential 2 swings here from Beef Supreme side here. Punk Rod, and that's the restand card, right? I believe I saw that in the pre-releases when that card first came out. Absolutely disgusting. On -1. Yeah, plus 5,000. Yep. So we are seeing the 8K swing into the Kuzan, and then probably another 7 in the Kuzan again. Very unfortunate. Obviously, Jesus wanted to bring back a Burgess there, get a draw off of it as well. However, slight misplay. And we are seeing Beef starting to flood the board here with cards. Maybe potentially going to try to go wide next turn. So we do see a 5K swing. And just probably going to be another 10 drop here. And probably just going to stun the Kaido once again and get another 9K swing into the Sengoku here. Or 10. I think it's at 10 now. Oh, swings life instead, so just going to pressure life. Yeah, I can't see how many cards are in Beef's hand here, so maybe 10 at life is the better option here. And then potential lethal next turn from Jesus. It looks like Jesus is debating on whether to drop the 10 drop here. It all comes down to how Beef does it. Probably deciding whether to pitch for ability as well. Because he's got the teach and 2/2Ks in hand. So here comes the teach. Ooh, chooses to stun the Kuzan, which is a good choice since you are taking away that -4 reduction. Again, that is going to be very important since, yes, Kaido can swing. It is the bigger attack stat here, but what's more important is taking away that reduction away from Beef Supreme to, you know, possibly have a pop card in his hand here, or Tashigi mainly. So the Kuzan and that Tashigi would have been a -6 and then a patchwork. And leader ability could have gotten rid of at least one of these 10 drops. So 1 card in hand, 2 10 drop blockers here. 4 potential swings on B Supreme side. contemplated going for a game, but cannot get there with the board state that there is. So if possible, trying to remove the field is going to be the better option here.
Where we at, guys? Where we at?
And we got hard on commentating now. So currently Beef Supreme's turn here. Jesus just established another 10 drop, stunning the Kuzan to taking away that reduction from Beef Supreme here.
He used leader effect, right?
The leader effect is active, so no on-play reduction
Beef is
from
only at
Tashigi.
One life, yeah. Looks a little tough. Looks a little tough.
Yeah, so establish the Kuzan and Tashigi for a potential -6, and then not sure what other reduction he has in his hand, but was probably going to try to attempt to get rid of one of these teaches here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. I guess he has the Tashigi, but the Tiki, I mean, I doubt that he's going to be able to get down all the way to, because I mean, the Tashigi needs the 5 cost. You got to have it to 0, right, at this point, so.
So
I guess leader can reduce it by 1.
yeah, he would have needed essentially a patchwork as well. So Kuzan -4, Tashigi -2.
Yeah, but he stunned the Kuzan, so I was just trying to think if there's a way.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
just
saying that was the
poking.
best case
Oh,
scenario.
yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad.
So is just gonna choose to swing wide here. He's gonna go 5 to leader here. Jesus only 1 card in hand.
Oh, okay, only 1 in hand.
Is either gonna have to take the life here.
I don't think there's any reason not to. Like, he's not really in danger of losing.
Nah. We do see another 5K here. Could take it to see what else he can find out of life here. Again, Jesus likes to play it a little safe, which is probably the better option here. Probably not. Probably taking the life here. Possible finger pistol. Getting rid of the Kuzan and beefing up the Burgess for next turn. Beef Supreme might just double up on blockers
So
here.
he's gonna need more blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Problem being that, like, I mean, I guess this, if he has, like, trying to think of what the play is. I mean, he can the thing is he can don up this Kaido and just swing big, and then he has to give him one of the teaches.
That is a choice also, yeah.
So, like, if he has, like, 1 more blocker in hand, he's only used 1 don, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can attach, so say he's got a Rebecca in hand, he can attach, what's it called, 5 don to this Kaido. And, I mean, there's a chance he could counter out.
Yeah.
But,
What is Kaido right now?
I mean, yeah.
10-9.
Yeah,
You'd
so,
be
like,
swinging for 14, so
so
yeah.
it's
Jesus
actually,
would
like,
just-
fairly likely that he...
Oh, he's going lethal.
How can he go lethal?
Well, I don't know why he... I would have kept the Sengoku blocker
What
up.
is his goal?
So he's going 14 to
Does
leader
he have
now.
a bunch of counter in hand? Oh.
I could not tell you here.
Wait, why even swing for 9?
I couldn't tell you. I would have thought the better play would have been the Rebecca play.
he
Sengoku
still
up.
swung-
Big swing with the Kaido here. Not sure what he has in hand. Maybe he was banking on maybe getting rid of one of these teaches. 8K counter there.
Yeah, but...
We do see a 9K to lead.
Yeah, okay.
18.
Jesus W.
Oh, and Jesus takes another locals here at the Abode. So definitely a one rough spot in that matchup was Jesus did forget to proc Kuzan ability. Swung with the Kuzan, meant to use the ability to bring back Burgess and get a draw, and forgot to use it. So Kuzan stayed rested and took 2 8K swings, blocked 1, and was cleared on the next one. So
That's
definitely a
interesting.
big misplay there, but he was able to come back from it as well.
That's interesting.
Because if not, it would have been a lot more easier of a time for Jesus there.
I still... Does he... Nah, he still doesn't get there if he didn't swing... He should have kept the...
Sengoku up?
He should have just kept the Sengoku up and attached the 2 extra Don to leader, or to the Kaido, and then he probably can't counter out, correct? So he loses a 10 drop.
He gets rid of 1 10
He
drop,
gets rid
yeah.
of 1 10 drop. He has a blocker. He's got a bunch of counter in hand, and he probably lives.
That's the gamble. Not sure. Heart's going to go ask currently right now to see what it was. But that is the end of locals here today at the Abode. Jesus taking the second week of locals as well. Oh, it looks like they're trying to review over there what could have been done. But yeah, as a reminder, we do have the case tournament. Again, I've been talking about it all stream. June 8th, which is a Sunday, I believe 2 weeks from now. Oh, don't know where all my shit went. Yeah, so 2 weeks from now. So definitely come out, play, come get some free product, get the reps in. OP11 legal, so you are able to use the new decks as well. So it's 2 days after official release. So teach domination. Let's go. Yeah, there you go. Jesus bringing it home once again, Chris. So again, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channels, follow the Twitch channels. VODs will be up to be able to see back if you missed earlier the stream. Good gameplay, good vibes here at the Abode, so definitely come check it out. Again, Winners League, so every time, every week, first place is going to get their invite right away to the event, and then top 10 of the league format do get their invite as well. So many different ways to get your invite over to the league. You said you and Jesus carrying the Blackbeard flag. You guys definitely are doing it.
Domination. Yes, I'm sick.
But without further ado, that is the end of the stream. Definitely tune in next Wednesday for the next stream, and I'll catch you guys next week.